Welcome to Skinwalker, an old RPG Maker horror game where we follow along our cast of protagonists into the woods, where they encounter an eerie noise. That being said, let's get started. The following story really happened. I saw it with my own eyes. Maybe it didn't happen as I saw it, but more on that later. We were all going out camping. Me, the 3 friends from university. Let me introduce my friends. This is Darren. I wouldn't say that he's our group of friends' leader. Or, actually, I would. He's the one that always gets us all out of the house and into the action. He's the first one to hit on that cute girl by the bar. He's the first one to jump from the roof into the swimming pool. According to himself, he was even more impulsive when he was a kid. I can only imagine his childhood, how often he must have had broken his leg, scraped his knees, and hit his head. Still, if it weren't for Darren, we wouldn't have half the amount of fun we have. This girl's Celeste. We've known each other since we were children. We met each other when she moved into the house next door when I was 7. My mom told me to go show her around the neighborhood, and after that, we were inseparable for a few years. She's a nice girl, although her health isn't the best. She has some kind of heart problem, which I forgot the name of. This forced her to be away from school during extended periods of time during her childhood. Because of this, until we started university, I was her only friend. Still, she never complained, and I've always seen her as a positive, happy girl. Next is me. I'm Joe. As the name implies, I'm pretty normal. I don't have any overwhelmingly bad qualities, but on the other hand, I don't have any overwhelmingly good ones either. I live in this apartment a short walk from my university. This is where us 4 friends usually gather before going out. Wait, I just realized he has a bed in his living room. Is this a 1-room, 1-bathroom apartment? Oh my god, Joe. This guy here, looking all relaxed on my bed, is Michael. He's my neighbor, living in the apartment next door. One day, while I had Celeste over, he just barged in. "Hey man, your place looks pretty nice. Mind if I join you for dinner?" he said. As you can imagine, he's pretty pushy. I don't think he realizes it himself. He came over several times after that day. After that, we somehow naturally became friends. This guy is a fucking menace! You just go into a random person's house and demand for food? Oh yeah, he's now a best friend. Huh? Joe, you're such a doormat. Work on your self-esteem. So one day, Darren came up with the idea that we should go camping. Darren said his family had a cabin a little bit into the forest. So, camping we went. It could be fun, right? Of course, me, Michael, and Celeste dislike the idea of staying in a cabin. It's a camping trip. We have to sleep in the wilderness. So, Darren told us about the woods near the cabin. I don't remember much about the trip to the cabin. Joked around, took a few breaks, normal stuff. Either way, we drove up to the cabin and left the car there. We took a short break in the cabin and set out into the wilderness. We went pretty far in. I can't say how far in distance exactly, but it took several hours to get to where we set up camp. The first day, we just screwed around. Nothing abnormal happened. But then... Ooh, hello? Did you sleep well last night? Would you mind getting some water? I'll cook something up for us if you do. This dude's passed right out. And he is a flat object. I can glide right across him like he's flat standing plant. Oh, this looks interactive! Why is there so many interactive looking items? Like this plant and that one tree that is incredibly saturated. Hey, Michael! Morning there. Or should I say good afternoon? Fix us some wood for a fire, will you? I set out to gather wood for a new fire and water to cook with. You really are just a doormat for your friends, aren't you, bud? Do I get to move around? And it disappeared! I used the power of telekinesis to gather wood. What is that sound? It doesn't sound like something you'd hear in a forest. Coming from the water. Touch the water. There we go. A bucket of water. It's really gross and filled with algae. I think that's a crawfish, but it works. Sound stopped. My head hurts. Yeah, that was a very strange noise. I wonder what it could have been. I sure had a blast yesterday, didn't we? No comment about the weird droning noise? And this dude is still fast fucking asleep, buddy. Can't wake him up. There's some people that could just sleep through a fire alarm. This guy's one of them. I should have enough wood to make the fire last for a while tonight. Slightly displaced. There is enough wood for a fire. Light it. Light the fire. Light the fire. What do you want me to do? We had a blast. Eat plant. Wake up this guy. Sleep. What do you want from me? Should go back to camp. What do you think I did? Fire. Thing? Poured water to... Oh, I'm stupid. Talk to you? Alright, let's cook something up, shall we? Later that evening? Ooh, it's foggy and sunsetty. Spooky. The fire has an outline. Oh god, it's moving at 3 frames a second. It only has 3 flames? It only has 3 frames. Can I move? I can't. It's time to go sleep soon. We're all out of booze. As we have to go back to town tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that 4-hour trek. Maybe we shouldn't have gone so deep in. Celeste? Celeste? Can I talk to you? Can I... Invisible wall. I cannot move. What the hell is up with this fog? Every time I've been here before, there hasn't ever been any fog. Sometimes it's just misty. It's really chilly outside for being in the middle of summer. It's sundown. Things get chilly. Sometimes there's a lily involved. You just gotta cope. Hey, anyone else hear that sound? Yeah, now that you mention it. What is that? Sounds like something metally. Metally? Is that even a word? Are you stupid? Shut up, asshole. It's a word if I say so. It stopped. Maybe it was some kind of machine. Who the hell would go hours from the nearest civilization in the middle of the night and start revving up some kind of weird machine? Who gives a shit? It's probably someone using a chainsaw or something. Let's go to sleep. I'm tired. All into the little tent. Let us go. I'm sure that was no chainsaw. Oh, I skipped the text. Oh. Sleepiness soon overtook everyone. Ooh, that's a fun POV. But something woke you, the viewer, it woke you up. I thought this was Joe recounting the story. Why is it waking me specifically? We stumbled outside the tent. We've suddenly switched from first person to second person. All right, someone's controlling me. Trolling the narrative. Darren? Michael? Celeste? Is that you? The mist is even thicker than before. Can't see much. Oh, and we're just going out. We're just going out into the middle of the woods. This is a great idea. I also like to say this background looks like the number 13, and Friday the 13th in October is coming up. I just want to point that out. Ooh, shadow figure. Michael? Is that you? Michael, don't leave me here. Michael! Say something, will you? Who are you? Whoa, stop right there! I have a knife! Oh, they're breathing weird too. Run! Joe, run! Shit! Get up! He's running by himself, I don't even have to do anything. Can I go towards the spooky again? I'm going back to the tent. Alright, Jesus. I just wanted to check out the Hubooga Spooky. But to be fair, I don't have a very good sense of self-preservation. But the spooky! I could've checked out a spooky! And why are you sleeping with the tent open? You're gonna get bugs. Hey, wake up! There's something outside the tent! What? I'm sure there is. Lots of squirrels and shit. Go back to sleep. Hey, is Michael here? Yeah, I'm here. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know if the thing outside looks like you. Probably some animal. I don't think we have to worry about a fox or whatever. Take it easy and go back to sleep. Oh, alright then. Maybe it was just some animal. I mean, deers act really weird. Sounds. Also, deer. Don't know what sounds deer can make, man. They're weird. And close the tent, for God's sake. Gonna get bugs. Do you want ants? A few minutes later. Hey, drop it, whoever that is. I want to sleep already. Wasn't me. Me neither. That didn't sound like any of our voices. Oh shit. Now I'm never going to be able to sleep. Should we go outside and look? What if some crazy psycho with an axe? All the more reason to check it out. It's not like this tent is some kind of impenetrable fortress. Seriously, if that was one of you guys, tell me right now. This ain't funny anymore. Oh, she's Southern? Should I be doing a Southern accent? Darren's already Southern. Okay, everyone, get out together and check it out. I ain't going alone. Very Southern place. Everyone's a little bit yeehaw. What the heck is that? I'm almost definitely here. Shit! Shit! Calm down, Celeste. We're 4 against 1 here. I'll be fine. What if the dude got some kind of weapon with him? I mean, he killed this little critter, didn't he? Michael's right. We gotta get the hell out of here. You just up and leave? It's the middle of the night. What about our stuff? Screw our stuff? I'm not staying here another minute. Fine, we'll leave, but at least bring the flashlight and some food and water. I think you're overreacting, though. We haven't even seen anyone. Still, someone or something left this dead creature here. Can't exactly go back to sleep with no worries. Yes, you're right. I'll go get the flashlight. Everyone bring some stuff you think we might need. A gun with 1 bullet. Alright, let's go. And they all follow me for some reason, I wonder why. Is that like a dead cat? Maybe a fox or something. Ooh, berries! I want to eat some. Get poisoning and die. It's so dark. At least it's still... Oh, it's moving by itself. I cannot... Going back to the cabin, right? Oh, shit! Guess that's the plan. I could not click through any of that. Ooh, there's a spooky! There's a Hobogo spooky walking with us! A while later, it became obvious Darren had no idea where we were going. He was swearing and looking all around. We've been walking for an awfully long time now. Are you sure we're on the right path, Darren? I've walked this path hundreds of times. We are on the right path. I don't recognize anything from when we were walking to the camp, though. I said we are on the right path. As time went on, it became obvious that Darren had no idea where we were. Darren couldn't find the path. Maybe it was the fog, maybe the darkness, maybe something else. Either way, we were lost. I kept looking behind me. I was having that feeling where you think someone is watching or stalking you. I nearly tripped over Celeste when she fell. Help Celeste up. Yes! Celeste! I took Celeste's hand and dragged her to her feet, getting even mistier. If not for the flashlight, I wouldn't have had any idea who she was. Recognize that tree! We're getting to the cabin! Again, I had that feeling that something was watching me. Gut was screaming at me that something, somewhere, was wrong. Realized the sound from earlier was back. Softer, but still present. Started looking around, panicking. Did a head count, or more accurately, a silhouette count. Me, Celeste, still holding my hand. Darren in the lead, Michael to the left. Who the heck was the guy besides Michael? My grip on Celeste's hand tightened and I quickened my pace. Thought about shouting out, but I was worried. Maybe the thing would turn around and jump Michael or something. I didn't know what to do. Ran my fingers along a knife I brought from camp. Cabin appeared out of nowhere. The mist was starting to disintegrate around us. It's easier to make out who everyone was now. I looked at the thing next to Michael. She looked just like Celeste. The thing whose hand I was holding leaned in front of me. It wasn't Celeste. I should have ran or screamed, but my body was clenching up for no reason. The thing turned and walked into the mist. I caught up with the others as they entered the cabin, practically in tears. They couldn't find the car and were arguing about where we put it. I told them what I saw. Obviously, they didn't believe me. Still, everyone hurried inside and locked the door. He followed us here. Really wants something from us. He doesn't seem to have anything to break down the door with, though. What the hell does he want with us? Hell if I know. Ask him. Is that me supposed to ask the person? Don't touch the door. Isn't gonna. Well, I guess we gotta explore our surroundings a little. Did he go away? Nope, he's just exploring. And that means I can... Shit, the bastard hit the breaker. But he can't get in, right? Ah! I can't. I don't know how to scream like that. Celeste! He's just trying to scare us. Take it easy. Look out the window. A couple of books and board games. The window. Ooh, spooky. A thing's gonna appear there soon next time I check it. Ooh, spooky. Oh my god, this cabin is huge. Check the other window. Also spooky. Love it. Oh! Habuga! Who's that? Whoop! And, the Skinwalker dissipated into the mist. Celeste seems to have calmed down a bit. Guys, there was a spooky Skinwalker in the woods. How did you get down here? We're safe here. It's cool, man. I guess we're doing a little point and click until we figure it out. Then she ended up in a tree. Suddenly, a strong sense of nausea hit me. Oh god! There was something in the air. I could feel the horror overtaking me again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, where are the sound effects coming from? Why are you boogieing on the floor? I don't feel so good. How am I still able to walk? Oh, I'm stumbling a little bit, though. Straight line. Move in a straight line. Hello? I would like to move forward! Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm now walking through an invisible maze. That's always fun. Celeste! Celeste! Where's Darren? Can't get up. How am I the only one able to walk right now? The windows. I gotta check the windows. Is the thing out there again? Stop doing this weird shit, man! Why does God give his strongest soldiers, me, his toughest battles, stomachache? Oh, it's knocking on the fucking door again! Sorry, I'm just stepping all over you, Michael. Couldn't take it anymore. I had to lie down. I couldn't sleep, and I wouldn't have even if I could. I just wanted to rest. Waited for the world to stop spinning. I looked out a window. Get out of the fucking tree, dipshit. There's someone in the tree. I stared back, not able to register what was going on. I quickly pulled the blinds down. Celeste came through the door. She looked pale and disheveled. I dragged her to the bed and laid her down. She was gasping for air, as if something was suffocating her. Eventually, her breathing became more regular. I asked her where the others were. She shrugged. The room had stopped spinning a bit, but I felt far from good. I still have a little green strobe light, and I've been knocked out! Suddenly, a voice could be heard from the locked door. It's worse, though, that it was Celeste's voice. Let me in! Let me in! God, let me in there! I immediately pulled my knife and placed it at the Celeste lying in the bed. Her eyes grew wide with shock and alarm. It could have been faked. What are you doing? No, I'm the real one! The one out there! That's the imposter! I was kind of in a trance. Not sure what to do, and staring down at her. Maybe I would have stabbed her if the voice at the door hadn't changed to some low, deep, guttural voice. And it became high-pitched, like a little girl's. I pulled my knife away. Snapped out of the trance. Now the nausea was returning. I got to the door and opened it. There was nothing there but a trail of black liquid. Ooh, did something hurt it? Oh my god, did my man, Michael, or Darren just stab it or shoot it or something? Suddenly I got this feeling that it might not be the best idea to go outside. I think I'll go outside. Ahoo! Thing was nowhere to be seen. Just as I was turning around to look at the roof, there it was. It was close to a corner, about to turn. Looked like an albino male with really long limbs. He had fingers instead of toes, and all 20 of them were elongated. It's facing away from me. Suddenly the head swiveled 180 degrees. It stared at me. I started choking up. Suffocated. It was hard to breathe. The thing opened its mouth. Slowly and deliberately. I thought it was going to devour me. And its tongue snaked out. The tip of the tongue was my face. Like a tumor. Eyes closed, lips upturned into some psycho smile. There's a legend somewhere that when you see a doppelganger, you die. Thought of that legend. When the creature rounded the corner, it was gone. I lost it and followed, vision hazy. My heartbeat suddenly seemed ear-splitting to me. I was stumbling because my legs seemed unable to coordinate. Suddenly, I stumbled forward, toppled down. I lay there, face down in the grass. My body just seemed to shut down. Oh my god, was going outside the bad decision? Oops. I couldn't move. I couldn't even turn my head. There was something dripping on my back. My eyelids seemed heavy and started closing on their own accords. I saw white feet with long fingers for toes step into view. My eyes opened. Celeste was shaking me. She was on the brink of tears and her voice was cracking. Get up! Get up! That bastard pissed into your skin! My head hurt. I was about to ask her what happened when she started pulling me backwards towards the door. I toppled out and stumbled towards Darren's car. It was parked in a different location from what I remembered. I was glad to be alive. The mist had stopped completely. Celeste was downright crying now. She pushed me into the back seat. It's when I noticed. I was wearing different clothes from when I lost consciousness. Michael was there, huddled up and face buried in his knees. Some clothes, stained with blood, were beside him. They were mine. Darren immediately stepped on the pedal. Nothing happened. He swore and did it again. I noticed that Celeste was armed with a shotgun from the cabin. I asked them what was going on. They joined us. He looks like you. We got out of the house and found the car. We were halfway down the road. Michael started screaming. Looked at Michael. He had a glazed-over look in his eyes. Thing burst out of your clothes and jumped out of the car. Michael had the shotgun. He was firing out the window. He saw the thing run all the way back to the house. The friggin' speed of light was in my skin. Yeah. I looked down at myself. I wondered if I had been possessed or if, worse, the thing had cut off my skin and wore it as a coat. I shuddered at the thought of something crawling around in my skin. I asked Michael if he was alright. Thing talked to me. I asked about what. He didn't respond. I realized he was sobbing. The car jolted into motion. Darren fist-pumped as the car started accelerating. I turned back towards the cabin and saw the albino thing standing on the roof of the house, watching us. I shuddered and turned back. Celeste screamed. The thing was in front of the car on the windshield. It opened its mouth and my tongue face slithered out. Celeste fired the shotgun. The glass shattered and it was thrown backwards. Darren shrieked and I saw blood coming from his face. Something pierced my face and I realized it was glass. The car skidded to a stop. The car doors opened. Without any discernible reason, I fell out. Thing lay directly across from me, eyes closed as if it was sleeping. I wished I could close my eyes. Its mouth hung open, and I saw myself again, emerging. I didn't move or say anything, because I couldn't. My face looked at me, started to talk. I love you. I love you. I want to be you. Repeated over and over again. It was coming close to me. I wondered if it was going to bite me to death. Thing's eyes shot open and I realized it was going to kiss me. I managed to regain some control and instinctively twisted back from it. I guess that is what saved me. There was a sound like an explosion, and blood spouted from the thing. Celeste was standing over it. Face and body were bleeding, and she had this spaced-out, psychopathic look in her eyes. She had just fired the shotgun. My face looked directly at me. I am you, whispered. She fired again, and I saw my own face begin rotting to nothing more than a skeleton in front of me. Thing's head flowered open. That's the best word I can find to describe it. Its head kind of split, and split again, peeling away. I saw faces, lots of them, all on the inside of its head. I think I saw Celeste and Michael's faces. They were whispering something unintelligible. In the center, where the brain should be, there was a single red cat-like eye that was rotating in its socket. It was producing the mechanical droning sound. Celeste fired one last time. The thing sort of withered away, becoming wrinkled and smaller, rotten, until it just disappeared. Celeste dropped the shotgun. started twitching and spasming as control of my body returned to me. Eventually, I stood up. I got into the car silently. Darren was bleeding too, but no one said anything. We drove back to the city in silence. We explained away the damaged car as being attacked by some crazy thieves. We had ourselves patched up. Michael was still in a shock-like state. I hear he was like that for a while. When I asked him what he thought of the incident later, he denied it ever happened. Compelling conviction. Eyes looked dead. He'd lost weight. I don't know if he forced himself not to remember, or if he genuinely knows nothing of it. I know what I saw, but I can't remember the exact place. It's been 2 months now. I still refrain from talking about it. We're expecting some huge twist or something. You'd be disappointed. I still don't know what we met out there. I don't want to know, actually. I still have nightmares about my own face shouting, "I am you." One thing I do know, though, I am never going camping ever again. That was it. That was Skinwalker. It was more of a story than a game, but honestly, I feel like a good scary story for Halloween fits. So, that was Skinwalker. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay frosty, my friends.